Any of them wear Crocs? Because Angry Ginge turns up to this podcast in Crocs.
Oh no, he turns up everywhere in them though, doesn't he? Them red fucking Crocs. Stop it. I think he's turned out to like really important things to them as well. Like,
Yeah.
does he play? He played the influencer event in them as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
They must sting.
This is, we're going to call it Away from the Oche. I'm sure you've done it before. We're going to give you some categories and we want you to name the player that best fits that category.
Okay.
If you can tell us a little bit about it, that would be great. So who's the funniest darts player away from the Oche?
There is a few, to be fair. But for me, Joe Cullen.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is he?
He's really, really funny. Yeah.
Okay.
He's just naturally funny.
Is he like witty or would he tell you a joke?
No, he doesn't tell jokes.
Right.
It's very witty. Like his sense of humour is very funny, and he just loves to laugh. He's just up for a laugh. You know, him and a guy called Aaron Monk as well. He's very, very funny. You might not know who he is. He plays on the tour, but he's incredibly funny as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you put them both together, they just bounce off each other. You know, it's you're in barrels of laugh with them too. Honestly, they're really funny people.
Love it.
Who would you least like to have a sumo wrestle with?
I'm just trying to think of the biggest guy. Probably Jermaine What I Mean, actually. He's not the biggest guy, but he's a very strong guy.
Yeah.
He'd probably lift me up and throw me out of the ring, yeah.
Who's the smartest? Who's the most intellectual, would you say?
There's not many. Not many to pick from, I must admit.
I thought he was going through the back catalogue.
Yeah, no, this is a hard one because there's not many to pick from, to be fair. Just going through the order of merit. Oh, I got one. James Wade.
Is he smart?
Very smart. Very intellectually smart, but he's also he's got a good head on his shoulders. Like,
is he?
He's invested in things really well, and if I'm good friends with James, I get on really well, and we speak a lot whenever, you know, we're in the same room, we always practice together and stuff. But, you know, when you're stood with him and you chat with him, and he just knows a lot.
Does he?
You know, if you wanted to know something, he would probably know what you need to know.
I've heard, are the rumours true? Is he a bit moody? Is he a hard guy to get on with, or?
He can be.
He can be, yeah.
He's got bipolar, so kind of like, he can have different personalities as well. Like, but when he's around people that he likes, he's always got a good personality. You know, he's just. I guess the thing what I'm trying to say is, he'll take to someone he likes and he'll speak to him. But if he doesn't know you, he shows like he dislikes them. But he doesn't dislike people,
right?
But he's only friendly with people that he kind of wants to be friendly with.
Okay, he's got his circle, and that's
if he doesn't want to be friendly with someone, he won't really be half friendly with them. He'll just He won't be nasty to him.
Yeah,
but you know, say if he's around with me or.
Yeah, if he met Alfie, he wouldn't care for.
Yeah,
Alfie,
he wouldn't care.
Wouldn't like me.
No,
wouldn't get on with me.
That's his attitude. But if he's around like me or
me,
friends
he'd
with
probably
Gezi,
love me when he probably loved me.
Yeah, he might do. Maybe.
Find you a bit intense.
Maybe like with me or Gezi, he's like really friendly. Like he's his normal self.
Yeah, fair enough. Any other categories you thought of?
Yeah, I did think of this one. Who would you start a boy band with? Three members.
Got my first one. I already started one with him. Stephen Bunting.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen our song where we sing Gold?
No, I have seen that actually.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
So Stephen Bunting.
Yeah.
Adrian Lewis.
Yeah.
Because he can sing.
Can he?
Yeah, he can sing really well.
You got to think marketing as well.
Yeah. Ryan Searle.
Oh.
Just because he's got the look in here, like
Poster
rock
boy.
star.
Yeah.
He's got the rock star look, hasn't he? So
someone now, especially on our Reddit, are going to Photoshop an album cover with you four on it.
Yeah, that'd be
going to look like such a strange crew, if I'm honest. Who's the best dressed?
Again, not many to choose from. A lot of the dart players just love wearing like trackies and stuff like that.
Any of them wear Crocs? Because Angry Ginge turns up to this podcast in fucking Crocs.
Oh no, he turns up everywhere in them though, doesn't he? Them red fucking Crocs. Stop it. I think he's turned out to like really important things in them as well. Like, does he play? He played the influencer event in them as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
They must sting. I'll probably say Nathan Aspinall just because he likes his designer gear and stuff. Like,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got any others?
Well, yeah, but this one's way better. Biggest ego.
Well, that's easy, Michael van Gerwen.
Really?
Yeah.
He wears it well, though. He wears the ego well.
He wears it, really, really well. It kind of suits him in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know, he just kind of. I think it's a Dutch thing as well. Kind of like that. You know, he's got a great friend in Vincent as well, and I think that's Vincent's like really good for him because I think there was a story he told me once, Vincent, that he's actually punched Michael a couple of times. Yeah,
in the face.
Wow. Yeah, like punched him. Yeah, not like absolutely battering.
Yeah.
But it's I think the first time was really early, and then they become friends. And then like 8 years ago, I think he was getting a little bit his ego was getting a bit high. I think Vincent just
no way.
Yeah, because I think he showed Vincent disrespect.
Yeah,
and Vincent don't like that.
Yeah,
you know Vincent's one of the coolest people to be around. Honestly, he's so straight talking, so funny. Get along really well. And he's really good character. Like I told you off camera.
Yeah.
He's the man you've got to get in this seat.
Really? Yeah.
He really is because he's got the best stories. He's got like so many fun stories. But wow, like he's a really good character, Vincent.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, Michael's definitely got the biggest ego. And Vincent's had to, you know, give him a punch just to calm him down. Yeah.
He's the best on a night out.
I feel like I'm going to be giving you the same sort of people, really, but
that's all right.
Joe Cullen's good.
Yeah,
Joe Cullen's good on a night out. Nathan Aspinall. I mean, there's not a massive array of people that go out on like a lot. You know, you kind of always plan on weekends, so you don't. It's very rare that you'll ever get to go out, to be honest. But
who's your best friend in darts then? Best darts friend?
Probably Ryan Searle. Yeah, he's the one person that I'd probably spend time with. That I spend time with and speak to outside of darts.
Right.
You know, we game a lot together. You know, and stuff like that. But you know, Stephen Bunting, Dave Chisnell, they're obviously two really good friends of mine as well.
If they drop out of the top 32, are they out of the friendship group?
Absolutely not. Them two are proper people that. I kind of think they're the same as me. They're kind of down-to-earth people and they just never change.
Yeah.
You know, that's the type of people they are.
That's what you want.
Yeah, Bunting, Searle and Chizzy, they're all them type of people. You know, you give them £10 million and nothing would change for them, you know. So I kind of like people like that. But I get along with pretty much everybody.
Right.
You know, I get along with Nathan Aspinall really well. Good friends of him, Joe Cullen. Michael van Gerwen, I'm good friends with him as well. He's a really nice guy. Obviously, we've had a laugh about his ego and that, but he's a really nice guy as well. I do get on really well.
You don't have to give us a name, but is there anyone you don't like?
If there was someone, I'd tell you.
Yeah,
it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah.
You know, if I didn't like him, then they'd know about it anyway, wouldn't they? Of course. But there's no one that I really dislike. It'd take a lot for me to really dislike someone. There's no one that I can sort of sit here and say, oh my God, I really can't stand them. But there's players that you kind of don't speak to a lot, you don't really have any relevance with, but that's not enough to dislike someone, is it?
No.
So, no one really.
Are you and Luke close now? Luke Littler, are you close?
Yeah, I mean, we don't like text each other when we're not at events and not like checking up on each other. We don't game together, but I think Luke's a very shy person. And I see that when he first came into the PDC, and I thought, I kind of think he needs someone just to kind of feel like he can go over to him if he needs to. You know, I don't like wanting to see him sat in the corner and, you know, he feels like he's just got to play on his phone and no one really wants to speak to him. And there will be dart players out there that are jealous of him. Yeah. You know, that will happen. I don't know if that's the case. I know there will be, though. Yeah. And kind of, I can't be jealous of him because at the time when he came in, I was the world #1 and world champion. So there's nothing of me to be jealous of. Yeah. You know, so I thought, okay, well, I'm going to be the one that goes over to him, makes him feel like he belongs here and he deserves to be here. And ever since that, I think like we've just got along really well. Like we're not there like, you know, like best buddies all the time, but we get along really well. And
do you like the rivalry with it?
I do, yeah. I think he's great for the sport. He's great for the sport. And, you know, there's no jealousy on my part because I feel like he's making things better for us all. You know what I mean? Like he's a superstar, and the difference between me and Luke is I'm a superstar in darts. He's a superstar globally as a whole. You know, he's like a celebrity. I'm a celebrity darts player. He's a celebrity, and that's the difference. And if I won like 10 world titles, that's never going to change. He's always going to be the biggest pull in the.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. And there's no point fighting that.
No,
that's just the way it is, and it's a great thing. It really is. I think all the players have to understand that as well. It's a great thing for the sport. And
did you feel? I can't remember if I asked you this earlier. Sorry if I did, but did you feel that when you won the final, it was more littler losers?
Yeah, well, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't that I felt it. That's the way it was. But
that must have pissed you off a bit, though. No,
I kind of thought it did a little bit at the start. Maybe the first day, there was a lot of things that like you didn't get on. Like a lot of world champions had got on that I didn't get to do. But I kind of thought, do you know what? He's a young lad. Let him go and enjoy it. I've achieved what I wanted, being world champion. So
are you referring to like the chat shows and stuff?
Yeah,
like
that? Right. The next day.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be on the breakfast show, and I wasn't on.
So strange. though, isn't it?
You wasn't on it, and you kind of think for the last 12 years the world champion's been on it. Now I'm not.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was nothing to stop him from having us both on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that he was on it. It was
Did you just not get asked then?
No, I didn't get asked at all. So you're preparing for that moment, like, because it's quite big for the world champ to do it. And then I guess they didn't want. They could have asked us both.
That's so
They
strange.
should have asked you both.
Yeah.
Really.
So, that would have been the more sensible thing. Even if they didn't, if they'd have asked me and not Luke, I'd have probably thought. Probably would have been good to ask him as well, because it would have been good for us both. But so but it didn't bother me too much, because I thought, I'm the world champ. This is my dream. He gets to go on and do some great stuff, and he's done really well with it. I think he's handled himself really well over the last year as well, because he's had so much media attention, and he's done really, really well with it.
But you're still going to beat him this year, right?
Well, I hope so. It's the game that everybody loves to watch in darts now. It's the biggest game, biggest pull, in my opinion. I've got a tough run-in to get to that semi-final. Obviously, I won. I don't know when this goes out, but obviously I won last night.
Yeah, so it's the morning after your first game. So that's when we're recording. Who have you got next?
Possibly Raymond van Barneveld.
Oh, wow.
Possibly, or Nick Kenyon or Stowe Bunce, which is the two who ever win that. Will play Raymond.
Yeah.
And then I'll have to play possibly Barney, and that's a big game as well, because he's a legend of the game, and the crowd love him. So that's going to be a big game. It's such an early on, and then if we're going through it, it could be James Wade in the last 16. Then it could be Stephen Bunting.
Have you predicted it and worked out who you might get? Or
you haven't predicted it. You kind of look at who the best players in the. You're going to path it out. It's going to be Barney, James Wade, Stephen Bunting, and then Luke.
Right.
So
you can't meet him in the final, can you?
No, unfortunately not. I think that would have been great, because I would have loved to have played him in a final again. Because I feel like if you're playing, like, for Luke's point of view, if he's playing me and he wins, or if I beat him in the semi-final, he's kind of thinking, I've just won this epic game and it's not for the title.
Yeah, right.
I've got to go and beat someone else.
You've got to find that energy again to go.
Beat someone else great now.
Yeah.
So that's the unfortunate thing. But after this World Championship, he's going to be world number 2, I think, most likely. So we're going to be playing each other in finals in the future anyway, if we meet in major tournaments. So
how many world championships do you reckon you can win in your career, Luke?
Honestly, I think I could win 3. Like, as a minute.
That's a very humble answer.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible answer. It's no good me sitting here saying I could win. I think there's a possibility I could win 5. That would be the goal. Like, if I'm being greedy, because that is you'd be joint second most world champion then with the likes of Bristol.
How many's MVG won? 3, is
3,
it? Yeah.
And he's in it, to get one over on him as well would just be lovely. Really, he still holds on to being 3-time world champion, but if I can get to 3, I could go, I'm the same as you now. So, but I think I could win 3.